What a game. today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Khalil Herbert to read. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On first down, Fields on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
The offense getting set again. We
this strong. That means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's what.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. T.J. Edwards coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert.
Fighting his way through contact.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And now it's 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 31 yards. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Fielded at the 33. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. You look at this Bears defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Fields. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. On 1st down, it's Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Denver's offense now set to go. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw, and that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. Able to slither by. And shedding him off. Now open field. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They give it to Williams, running right.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 98 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims.
That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Williams. Oh, able to avoid him. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Marr now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Here's Fields.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Cook now off the read option.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22. Line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw. Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
This will be, 38 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Cook now off the read option. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down throw. Fields. That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Fields.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Back to the ground. Cook. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 21. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he's down inside the 15.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Throwing again is Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Oh, my goodness.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But If you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Fields changing the play. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Looking to throw. Fields.
He's got the connection to Moore.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action. Now Wilson. Leaping, and he makes the grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Second and goal from the 1.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The rookie, Anthony Richardson, showing exactly why he was taken 4th overall. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. It's the rookie, Bryce Young, with 3 touchdown passes. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Javonte Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, 64 yards. And the Broncos have got it on cruise control. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hand off running left, Foreman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 50, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To the air again, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Cook now off the read option.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are able to claw one back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
246 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Broncos extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Again, it's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Baron Browning with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
A leap in. He's got it. He got it. Give him 32 on the play.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Fields going to change things up here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and
touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Take it at the 37. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos.
Adam Troutman.
50 yards.
And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Wilson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he returns this to the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson on the move to his left.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Wilson to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, it's Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Pirine will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, People continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Pirine.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Boy, shifts past him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They run it again with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling. The defensive front, they've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
"46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over a
Contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Wilson wants to throw it. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And from the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.